Call him Sinai. This is your worst enemy right here. You got to straighten this out before we can make a move. Call his tribes out, brother. Judah. Huh? All right. Judah, the so-called Negro. Benjamin, the so-called West Indian. Levite, so-called Haitians. Simeon, Dominica, Zebulun, from Guatemala to Panama, Ephraim, Puerto Ricans, Manasseh, Cuban, Gad, North American Indian, Reuben, Seminole Indians, Naphtali, Argentina, Asia, Colombia, Issachar, the Mexican. That's it. That's your family. Now why you ain't together? What's your problem? Puerto Ricans over here talking about these Puerto Ricans don't fool with the Negro. Negro is telling the Cubans telling the Puerto Ricans don't fool with him. Huh? What the hell is the matter with you people? You're the same people. Damn it, unless you're part of, among the Puerto Ricans, if you're part of a white man or gringo, then you ain't part of that nation. Damn right you ain't. You're Puerto Rican, you're a white man. But if you're Indian descent, Negro descent, and you're a part of us, brother. The Bible says let the chaff and the wheat go together. After a while, we're going to separate this. What are you going to do then? Huh? The Lord said Puerto Rican and other tribes would go out and mingle with the devil. Bring children in the world for the devil. You think because your hair's straight and you got that little yellow color that you're better than we are now? Hell no. Everything comes from darkness. Right. Light came out of darkness. Right. What's wrong with you people? Huh?
All right, so shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, a double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to you brothers out there doing the work of truth and sincerity. All right, hey, the elder broke it down plain as day. All right, and basically this is a response to a guy in the comment boards, basically saying that all the chosen people are black, are so-called blacks. And obviously he came late to the game. He's got a missing spiritual screw. This is just to edify any brothers that are new, that's coming to the faith and don't understand, that, all Israel is not, dark skin. Okay. Because what I'm going to go into is the seed. All right. The seed of men. All right. The seed only produce its kind. Okay, no matter what soil you put the seed in, it produces its own kind, man. And it's simple, man. If I lie down with a white woman or a woman of another nation of a different hue, my seed goes into her. All right, my seed is within itself. So whatever she's having a duplicate of me. All right. All she's having is a reproducing of what? The man that carries the seed. All right. And you see that same principle in what? In plants. Okay. They reproduce their cells. All right. Now, Israel is a seed that's scattered in different soils, i.e. different women of different nations with different hues who we mingled our seed with, and we had children that actually looked like the other nations. It's that simple. Now, on the flip side, you have Esau, all right, the wicked of the world, and he was given a short time to reign, and within his reign, his empire, his neocolonialism, all right, he reproduced his seed among our nations who he has raped and robbed and pillaged. All right. and decreased our the male population. All right. This is basic history, man. When you look at history, but these guys come in late to the game, you know, don't even study. They just watch videos. They don't got no videos up, and they just spew out what's on their heart, man. You know, what's on their mind without doing no research. Okay. And then they'll scoff at your research, but they don't even produce any research themselves, you know? And that's what's wrong with Israel, man. You know, they're hard headed. They want to do their own thing, and they don't want understanding, man. All right. It says get wisdom, but withal get understanding, man. That's what it's all about. Okay. So I got a few scriptures, Lord willing. This is not, you know, Lord willing, this is edifying. All right. So Genesis 1:1. All right. And this is the analogy I'm going to use. Okay. It says, and the most High said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind. So seeds are planted and they produce their own kind. All right. Just like the seed of man is reproduce. All right. We produce our own kind. All right. So like, again, like if I lay down with another woman from another nation with a different hue, meaning she might be a lighter, bright, yellow, or whatever, you know, whatever skin tone they are, you know, red, you know, pale. If I lay down with a pale woman, my son is going to lose some of the hue that he has. It's just that simple. Traits, genetic traits. The only thing that mix is genetic traits. There's no such thing. There is such thing as mixing nations, but is there a mixed seed? You cannot mix the seed. Okay. Then you'll be doing something outside of the frame, which Esau does in the science world is, you know, puts different seeds together through science. Okay. And make things like a what do you call it? A cran apple, you know, that's mixing the seeds. Okay. But Israel is a holy seed spread all over the earth in different parts of the earth, i.e. the women, and they come out a different hue. All right. The soil is not as strong in certain places, you know? And in some places it is strong, i.e. the women that we deal with, and their skin be of the darker tone, you know. You know, if we have children with them, they're going to continue to produce the same kind with the same traits. All right. Salakia. So, you know, I really didn't want to entertain the idiot, you know, and you can tell he's an idiot, man, because he didn't give no information. He didn't reference nothing to prove me wrong. He just said I was wrong and I need to get off the internet, you know. But obviously, I don't know what he's on the internet for. He don't even have no videos on his channel. All right, so Salakia. All right, so it says, I'm going to read it again. Genesis 1:11. It says, and God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. All right. So those seeds reproduce their own kind. All right. Just like the seed of man. OK. And, you know, one thing I want to say, man, is most of you so-called Negroes, you know, I think what it is, you jealous of the other 10 tribes, man. OK, you got hatred for them, man. That's why you don't want to call them your own, you know, and most of you going to learn the hard way, man. When the time comes, the so-called white man, which is the devil, is going to persecute all y'all. And he's been doing it. He's been oppressing Jake, the northern kingdom, Ephraim, all the way to Issachar. All right. Continuously. He's been punishing you so-called Negroes, you know, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, you know, whether you be West Indian, whether you be Haitian, whether you be a Negro in America. He's been oppressing all of us, man. The northern kingdom goes through the same exact turmoil we go through with the so-called white man. All right. And the scriptures prove it. So you dudes, you open your mouth, but you're foolish, man, because you don't know anything. All right. You're foolish. Jeremiah 50:33, man. OK. It says, thus said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. and all that took them captives, held them fast. They refused to let them go. All right. And in this time, we've been oppressed together, and the so-called white man would not let us go. All right. Because he wants to bring all the people on the earth together. All right. So he can control them and enslave them, man. All right. But mainly the children of Israel. Okay. Because we are the true inheritors of this earth, and they're holding us hostage from our maker, man. All right. And we're prisoners of war here to this day, under captivity, under this capitalist system, under this democratic Republican two-party system. All right. Which is nothing but the two horns from the Roman Empire. OK. But Salakia. All right. So Israel is oppressed together, man. Here in America, South, North, South, Central America, it don't even matter, all over the earth, man. All right. And then you got a guy that we dealt with last week that says, you know, the majority of the Negroes or Israel is in Africa. You know, Israel is as the sand of the sea, man. There's no telling. All right. But obviously this guy is bugged, because the majority of, the high, quality places to live, the Arabs live there, man. You know, Jake is living in turmoil over there, man. All right. Rebellions against each other, being cannibals, eating each other, man. You know, and that's just Israel, man. And our people still under heavy curses. OK, but the point is, the 10 tribes came to America, man. And that's clear as day, man. You even got relics and monuments and things that prove that they're Israelites, man. Of course they were of a darker hue, hundreds of years ago, man. All right, but when you spread your seed and when you deal with this devil, the so-called white man who is Esau, Edom, the seed, and that's the parable, man. An enemy sows a seed, man. Sowing this seed, man. Which I'm gonna get. All right, but that's the point. For that, I was gonna do a commentary, but the elder broke it down perfectly, man. And that's why we should respect and honor our elders. All right, because the spirit of the Lord was placed upon them to teach us the truth. Not so we can receive it and change it, but so we can receive it and grow within it, man. And keep the things that were given to you, man, according to Revelations, man. So in those that keep the sayings of our elders, man, through the spirit, the one true holy doctrine, man, we're not going to be dismayed, man. All right. We ain't giving hold to seducing spirits and all these other, demons, man. Okay. Because anybody that's in the spirit can tell, the truth, and don't deviate from the truth. I.e., basically having that primitive thought that all Israel is black. At one point in time, they were a darker hue, but our seed is spread throughout the earth, throughout different, through the different women in the nation of the different nations, man. It's that simple. Jake want to make things confusing, and they think they know everything, and they don't, man. And they're 2/3, man. 67%, 66.3% of them, man. Gotta go. All right, so Salakia. Next scripture. All right. Genesis 49 and 1. Salakia for all the talking. Genesis 49 and 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. All right. And it goes into the where we're gonna be, where the children of Israel, what was going to befall the children of Israel in the future. All right, which is now. It goes into that and there's other prophecies that explain, like in Hosea, how we change, man. And through the Spirit, the Lord was placed a spirit upon these men to discern and to do the research and discernment, gave them discernment to figure out who, you know, who's potentially the tribes, man, you know, through the Spirit. All right. All right. So, and when you read those curses, man, our people was under, you know, pretty much it was explaining our downfall, man, you know. All right. I didn't want to read all the curses because it's lengthy, but you know, brothers that read and continue to read, you know what I'm talking about, all right? So Ecclesiasticus, man, Shalakia. Ecclesiasticus chapter 44, verses 11. All right. With their seed shall continually remain a good inheritance, and their children are within the covenant. All right. Their seed standeth fast, and their children for their sakes. All right. Why for their sakes? Because you come back every fourth and fifth, or third and fourth generation. All right. So every 75 years to 100 years, you know, roughly paraphrasing. And that we know that through the Spirit, man. We know that through the word. Okay. He that, like the brother always say in the camp, he that have an ear, let him hear, man. Well, you know, the scripture say it first. But hey, man, that's the mantra, you know. It's for those that have understanding. And the truth is, most spiritually, these people are still in darkness, man. Especially these new guys, these new Israelites, man. Because they get a little information here and they don't know how to pick out the bones. So they mess up their own minds. All right. But Salak, I didn't want to make this long, so I'm gonna just finish these scriptures off. It says their seed standeth fast, and their children for their sakes. Their seed shall remain forever, and their glory shall not be blotted out. All right. Okay. And why is the seed important? Because their seed comes back, man. All right. That's why it's saying what it's saying, man. Blessed be the seed, man. And we're standing fast on the earth today, man. And we're coming back according to prophecy. All right. All right. So verse 21, it says, therefore he assured him by an oath, all right, that he would bless the nations in his seed, and that he would multiply him as the dust of the earth, and exalt his seed as the stars, and cause them to inherit from sea to sea, and from the river unto the to the utmost part of the land. All right. So the Lord, that's a future prophecy, man. All right. And the Lord's word is his bond. And the Lord is not one to go back on his word. It says, with Isaac did he establish likewise for Abraham his father's sake the blessing of all men, and the covenant, and made it rest upon the head of Jacob. He acknowledged him in his blessing, and gave him inheritance, and divided his portions among the 12 tribes did he part them. All right. So that's who the blessing is upon. All right. That holy seed is still here alive today. All right. And we see us waking up. Okay. Whether there be confusion of face, or, you know, you brothers of a darker hue. Okay. All right. Slightly. All right. So Isaiah 44:1, man. Because first and foremost, it's through the Spirit that we know who we are. Okay. Romans 8:16. In fact, I'll get that first. It's through the Spirit that we know who we are. All right. Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. So it's the Spirit that beareth witness. Okay. It's not no carnal understanding, even though we do have carnal proof, meaning, you know, a little fleshly proof, you know. And we got artifacts, we got, you know, icons and all of that. to prove, on a carnal level. But on the spirit level, our spirit beareth witness with this truth. All right, with the understanding of the Bible, with the prophecies. All right, Isaiah 44:1. Yet now, and one thing we cannot forget that, hey, the Lord said that Israel is, has been confusion face. All right, or have faces of confusion. All right, basically not knowing who we are, but on the spiritual level, well, on the carnal level, now we look like the other nations, man. All right, because we wanted to be like the other nations instead of being ourselves. All right, and worshiping the Heavenly Father. Isaiah 44:1, it says, "Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Thus said the Lord that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, whom I have chosen." All right. And Jeshurun, I think it's all right. So Salaki, Yasha-1, okay, Yasha-1, which means upright. All right, which we say Yasha Allah, okay, Yasha Allah. And who are the upright ones? We are, man, because we're proclaiming the truth. We're proclaiming the laws of God, man. We see these things as a shadow of things to come, and we're hoping for these things to be installed permanently. All right. So we're the ones that's being upright. The upright seed, the ones that's standing up, those are the ones that's gonna rise, man. The elect, the chosen, righteous, man. All right. Not no niggas, okay? So all that the nigga mentality, the Lord, you're not part of the elect, man. If you're a nigga, man, if you're a nigga, you're a possible 2/3, All right. So I'll continue. I had to make sure I had to get that, that precept, or, the name right. All right. So, thus said the Lord, that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, all right, whom I have chosen. Okay. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. All right, which Israel is dry. Okay, according to Ezekiel 37, our people were referred to as dry bones. All right, because we didn't have the truth. Okay, we didn't have the understanding. We didn't even know who we were at one point in time. Okay, we sought out other ways. All right, we lost our way. Okay, so we were dry. All right, we was without ointment, and the oil and ointment is likened unto the truth, man. So Salakia, it says, I will pour my spirit upon thy seed. All right. So he gonna pour the spirit upon the seed of Israel, man. All right. His pure influence. All right. He's gonna pour that influence on the seed, and it says, "In my blessing upon thine offspring." All right. Because remember, the seed is within itself. All right. It says, "And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water courses." All right. So the elect is going to spring up. Okay. The seed of Israel, the offspring, is going to spring up. All right. What is the water courses? That's the truth. That's the truth now. Okay. As Yahweh Shai said, man, he, bring forth springs of living water, man. All right. Roughly paraphrasing, Salakia. All right. But the truth, that water in the spring, it says, I'll read it again, Salakia. It says, "And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water courses." All right. The water courses is the truth, man. All right. So, and watch, but this is the point. It says, "One shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord, and surname himself by the name of Israel," man. So Jake's, the elect that hears this truth, they're gonna wake up, okay? Doesn't matter what color they're from, what color hue they are. If they're Jake by lineage, all right, they're going to wake up. And that's what the tribes have been doing. All right. You got a confusion of faith with brothers who are no different from, the brothers that's of a darker hue, man. It's the same respect. OK, it's the same respect. It's the same honor, man, because we're all brothers. There's no point in treating another a brother, a potential brother, like he's a nigga or just a heathen, man. And that's what you niggas out there doing, man. You know. All right. And in that day, there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. All right. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. All right. And who are the Gentiles, man? Those are the foreign Israelites. Those are our brothers. OK, those are the ones that didn't know or don't know who they are, man. And they're spread among they're spread among North, Central, and South America, man. The Northern Kingdom, man. They're waking up, man. The proof is there, man. All right. They're springing up, as the scriptures say. So it's evident, all right? And we know that through the Spirit, Salakia. So it says, for an ensign of the people, to it shall the Gentiles see, and his rest shall be glorious, all right? And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. All right. So the Lord is going to deliver our people who are among these nations, man. All right. Who evidently, if they among these nations, they live on, and their seed is continuously being spread. That seed is still within itself, man. That seed is still of one kind. Okay, so that seed is going to raise up no matter what they look like. All right. All right. It says, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Here's the point. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. All right. So Ephraim represents the whole 10 tribes. Judah represents the southern kingdom, which is you so-called Negroes, you Haitians, and you West Indians, man. All right. All right. And the point is clear, man. All right. The nation of Israel is going to come back together, man. All right. The dispersed seed. All right. Hey, but Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Makakodash. A double honor to the apostles and those that great millstones. Salutations to you brothers out there doing the work of truth and sincerity. Shalom.